on the release day of my song, I do something that never feels good, but I still do it. And usually I post, hey, my song's out on Instagram, Facebook, and all that, all the regular stuff. And then, sometimes, it's usually a Friday. Most songs come out on Friday, so I usually, Fridays I usually go to the gym in the morning. So I go to the gym and then I come home, and even while I'm at the gym, I'm refreshing the page, and I'm refreshing the amount of likes, and I'm refreshing to see how many people have seen. Like, I usually post a reel and I refresh it, and I'm constantly refreshing YouTube to see how many people have seen the music video. And every day I wake up excited to check my Spotify stats, and every single time I feel disappointed. Every single time. For some reason, it just doesn't satisfy me. Now, I don't know how I'm going to feel if it gets 1 million plays. I don't know if I'm still not going to feel satisfied then, but I can tell you right now, it sucks. And I've been thinking about this a lot, because does it suck because I'm not doing well? Or does it suck because I'm relying on the metrics more than how well I actually did? Now, I've released a couple of songs this year, and I released a song called Lay It On Me, and then I Miss You, and both of them are pretty personal. I Miss You is about someone that I lost, and I think that those two are my best songs I've ever written. I love them. They're awesome. I showed them, to people, and they loved it, and I'm so proud of them, because I remember for these songs, when I got the beat back, I poured my heart out to these songs, and because barely anyone listened to them, I now consider them failures. And I feel like that thought is so damaging to my self-esteem, but my pride in myself. I mean, yeah, pride is one of the deadly sins, yeah, but what about pride as in being happy what I've achieved and what I've got? And I feel like how good of a job I've done is based on how other people think, or how many people have seen it. And of course, I don't, I'm still trying to figure out my goal and purpose and all that, but I want to make an impact, right? I want to make an impact on people positively, right? In everything that I do. But I'm relying on how much other people like it, which I guess makes sense if that's my purpose, but then if that's all I rely on, there's probably going to be a long time in my career where not many people care, right? And I can't keep saying that I've done a bad job just because others don't like it. And it's not even others don't like it, others are not even seeing it. And it's a thought that kind of ruins, like I said before, pride, but it ruins kind of your momentum on trying, because especially creative people, right? We're constantly creating, but it's almost like I need the feedback in order to create more, whereas that shouldn't be the case. I should create because I love creating, not because other people like what I create. It's an interesting one. It's really interesting. And I want to create more, but I stop myself sometimes because I think, well, maybe no one else is going to see this. I do want to create for other people and people to enjoy it. Of course, like, you write a song, I want to write it so people enjoy it, but I can't, consider it a success based on how many people or if people do like it. You know what I mean? Maybe, commercially it was a failure, but was it truly a failure if I enjoyed it? I mean, my song I Miss You, right, is so, I mean, the backing is playing right now. That song helped me get through that time of loss. So what if no one sees it? Now, again, easier said than done. I'm in the process of currently every day refreshing to see how many people see the song, but I really shouldn't, because that song helped me get through it. So really, does it matter? Right? Does it really matter? It's something that I enjoy doing. It's something that helped me. Like, who cares what people think? Again, easier said than done. But it's more of a process of the actual metrics. Like, I sucked at math, right? Well, I sucked at school altogether, but I really sucked at math. The one thing I loved was statistics, right? Like, every time, I'm a big sport fan, so I'm always looking at the statistics. I'm a stats guy, right? I'm that stats guy. So when I create music, I'm looking at the stats, I'm looking at the watch hours, I'm looking at this, and oh my gosh, like it's I love it, but when it impacts how much I like my own creations, like, that's when it gets bad, right? Or damaging. I'm always gonna like stats, but if it's the sole reason why something is good that I've made, then all of the heart and soul that I put into it, to that creation, it's almost like it doesn't matter, right? Just make a random song that doesn't mean anything, put it out there, and if a lot of people like it, oh, it's this great success, it's an amazing song. No, but you just lied on everything in that song. You just didn't care, and you just put it out there so it can go popular. And yeah, I've thought of doing that, but I feel like it takes away something that's real, and obviously I can't help it, but I know how to be real and authentic, and I should be that, whatever the outcome is. It's funny when you create things, like, what's more important, the creation or the outcome? And I'm obsessed with the outcome, and I keep wanting to be this huge person who is hugely famous and hugely rich, and all that came off my creation. And I'm so focused on winning the Grammy than making an amazing album. My goals are based off metrics. I want to be number one this, and win this award, and be this famous, right? And get this many likes and this many followers, right? And I'm forgetting about, I want to make an amazing album, right? I want to make an amazing album that's real, that's authentic, that can relate to people. And I feel like the goal that I'm setting myself out for is the outcome, not the goal to create. If there's anyone out there that makes, like, you're a painter, you're a writer, you're a musician, you're an athlete, maybe, like, is this something that you struggle with as well? For anyone out there, do you struggle with this? Particularly when you're creating something, because it's like your baby, right? And I want to love what I've created, but I'm more in love with how it turns out, how it performs, rather than how good it really is. And I guess that's kind of all I've got to say. I don't really know where I'm going with this, but yeah, it's just because I released a song recently, and I'm getting too caught up in the metrics. 100%. Do I want it to do good? Of course I want to do it good. I want to, promote it well and all that kind of thing. But I feel like I've got to work on enjoying and putting effort into creating it. That if I create 1,000 songs, maybe one of them people enjoy and does well. But I've got to enjoy making those 1,000 songs, not just so I can blow up, but because that's the thing that I love doing. Thank you for listening. This has been a different one. Might not relate to everyone, but it's one that I've had to think about, and again, finding strategies. I've got one strategy that I'll end with. With these episodes, I'm really, really scared to put them out. I'm really scared, like 100% I'm scared to put them out, because I've never talked this much in my life, and I'm recording it. And that's really, really scary. But and it's scary because I'm not only putting myself out there, but I'm scared that maybe no one sees, or maybe people are going to dislike it. So, and I'm going to be really nervous when I release it. I'm going to be checking and seeing if anyone's seen it and stuff like that, and that's scary. So I'm going to give myself a challenge. I'm going to release 10 of these, right? 10 of these, and I'm not going to check the metrics at all. So wherever I release these, I'm not going to check how well it's done until the 10th one has been released. So I'm going to, let's say I do one a week or something like that. I'm going to release the first one and schedule the rest of the 9, right? Schedule them. And then I'm not going to check the metrics at all until the 10th one has uploaded. So that could be 10 weeks or something, I don't know. And then I'm going to make a video, and that's going to be the 11th video that I release, and it's going to be a video about how it felt. I'm excited for this, actually. Now that I've given myself a challenge, I'm excited to see how this goes, right? Because when I release music, I'm telling you, I'm refreshing every 5 seconds. So let's try that. And the next video that I release is going to be my reaction 7, 8, 9, 10 weeks, right, after not checking any other metrics. And let's see how it goes. I'm saying this on record because otherwise I won't stick to it. So I have to release this, and I have to stick by my word. So stay tuned for the next episode. But thank you so much for listening, and I'll catch you around.